summary, there isn't a lot in this budget. Dinesh, I was a little bit disappointed to see personally. I was hoping to see a little bit more, mainly in the SME space, right? Because the SMEs, as you know, are the backbone of the Australian economy, right? They represent more than 80%, I think, of businesses in Australia. Family businesses, businesses are obviously some of your viewers, who are running similar businesses, right? And unfortunately, there was not much support. I'll talk a little bit about some support, but there isn't much there, right? And this is against the backdrop of them having support during COVID, right? And having sort of got through it. And now they're in this inflationary environment, higher interest rates, right? So they find it difficult to manage their businesses, right? And there isn't much support for them. So that's going to be challenging. And as Beck will probably know as well, the tax office also was fairly lenient during COVID, right? And now they're not lenient anymore. So they're coming after small businesses to collect their tax dues, right? I think you might have mentioned in one of your websites, I think, or one of your postings, Dinesh, that there's about $50 billion in tax debt, and about 70% of that, or 67% of that, is owed by small business, right? So small businesses owe the taxman a lot of money, and they need to manage that, manage it carefully going forward. So unfortunately, there isn't much in there for them in this budget. I would have liked to see something more in there for them to innovate, for them to grow, for them to invest in technology, grow their sales and so on. It would have been nice to see that. That would have helped to support them, because if their costs are going to be fairly constant because of supply side pressures, right? Then the only way to make it balance is to grow your revenue, right? So it would have been nice to see some more support there, and also maybe some tax reform there for business too. We've got down to 25%, but maybe we can get down lower, right? So no structural reforms either. That's something that we call for at Grant Thornton. We have been calling for that for a number of years, but no government is prepared to risk structural reform in our tax system. So we remain the same. So that's something hopefully will be there next year and beyond, right? So in summary, I think that's really my take on it. There's not a lot in there. Hopefully, it is going to curb inflation, right? Or not let inflation out of the box, right? And that they will look at it again in a year's time, and there'll be some more reform, right? So that's sort of my take on the budget. Obviously, I think Beck can sort of talk to it as well when she covers her section.